so let's talk about VR. And really here we want to talk a little bit about both VR, virtual reality training, and AR, augmented reality, because this is something that we're starting to gain more and more momentum, and I've seen just over the past few recent years. VR-based training can improve knowledge retention by 75%. That's huge. So we're taking those, what you've used to those videos or those e-learning courses, and when that is paired or delivered in a manner using VR, that can make a really big difference compared to just 10% with reading-based, and you could even say reading-based here, and PricewaterhouseCoopers gives some additional notes around this, but it can even go beyond just what you're reading if you're thinking about a traditional click-through e-learning. So in this virtual reality settings, you're able to create more of an immersive environment. And this is something I've learned a lot about through what other brands are doing. But Jason, do you have any thoughts around the VR and AR piece?
Can I ask a question of the audience? If you're currently, in restaurant operations, so you're the operator, you're the owner, you're the manager, is anybody currently today using virtual reality as part of their training or their operations excellence in their restaurants today? Raise your hands really high if you are today.
All those hands are.
Raise your hands if you are not a vendor, but you actually are in restaurant operations, ownership, leadership, or management. Raise your hand up high for that one. Okay. So good. Now I don't feel so bad because my answer to her question is no. I'm with you all. We're not using VR yet today. I've got some preliminary budget approval to investigate, so I'm excited for the vendor show this afternoon to take a look at this. What I have seen is, now again for Pizza Ranch, 220 restaurants, most of these are franchised. Many of them are individually owned and franchised. So calling a repair person to come fix this piece of equipment isn't really what they want to do. They're going to want to figure out how to fix it on their own. And I've seen some very interesting data around utilizing virtual reality headsets to virtually repair equipment, to learn how to do it versus just reading a fix-it guide online or something like that. So I'm interested in that, as well as interested in how it can be useful in the side of orientation, onboarding, and training, which you talked about, increasing the amount of people that can get to 90 days through virtual reality. So I've seen a lot of cool things. I'm interested in learning more. We haven't invested yet. I worked for a previous company called Granite City Food and Brewery, and we did something really exciting with augmented reality there. We wanted to increase our culture and the company culture, and so what we did was tied in an AR tag on a little culture booklet that every new hire employee got. And so the AR tag, they would just scan it via an augmented reality app, and it would pop up, and then you would see the same kind of senior leadership messages, only it was in augmented reality video playing right off the sheet of paper. So we've done a little bit with the AR side of things, and we're investigating VR, but currently, Felicia, like the rest of the room, I'm in the camp of not using it quite yet. So.
Which many people are. I myself, I serve on the advisory board for an organization that is a VR training provider, and they are new to this space and working with building business and training for the hospitality industry. And so some of their initial clients that they're going after are, say, like QSRs, so you can learn things. And some of the key information we're seeing so far through both research and data is around not just the retention piece, the knowledge retention, but the time to get someone up to speed faster. So if you think about, I can hire someone and I can put them in this virtual reality headset and they can learn how to make a pizza in that virtual environment, so there's less waste. And then they can get up to speed. So when they're actually on the line and making that with hands-on, then they are able to do it faster, they're picking it up quicker, so you can get a person, cuts down on the cost of training too in that way. And so I have utilized both virtual reality and augmented reality in past brands. Right now we're new to this at Ascent, but I have done, even in a general meeting session in a conference, just picture about 600 people, put it on a headset, and they actually were able to go through a virtual reality drive-through experience where you were sitting in the passenger seat with the individual and just go through the entire customer journey. So it was very effective learning because we were really trying to hone in some training around speed and certain pain points that we were seeing in the drive-through experience. And so that system continues to use that type of training to help with that. And we used augmented reality and just thinking about a new chicken sandwich, and you need that quick at the station reminder of how to build that sandwich. So a person was able to, with the QR code, and we had these built into at this particular organization, there were tablets they used, but you scan the code and you can see these hands just kind of appear on screen and that sandwich is being built. So these are really good tools for that quick reference in the moment. It does take a learn, you know, you've got the invest in the technology and building out that learning, but it is easy to keep it updated and it can go a long way. So it is, but just like, you know, we're all very new in this space, and even those providers, and I know there's some here at the conference, will tell you that it's something that we're still in the early adoption phases when it comes to this, but the research does show that there's a lot of benefit behind it.